Hi, I'm Tam,
And I'm Mandy.
and welcome to episode episode 2. Off to a great start. Oh my goodness.
Today we're kicking this week off with 2 reviews from Tam, who has been to 2 different gigs in this week alone. So tell us about them, Tam. How'd it go?
They were both really good, actually. I seen Escape the Fate with Gloom in the Corner and A Word Alive on Thursday night last week at the Gov. I've liked Escape the Fate for a while.
Yeah, same.
Back when Ronnie was in the band, but we won't go there. And I caught up with our friend Rhiannon that we were talking about last time. She was on the whole tour, so I caught up with her, and she, the lucky bugger, had VIP, so she got barricade front and centre. So I was like, make sure you hold a spot for me. And then I went in and I stood behind her on barricade. The Gloom in the Corner, amazing. I absolutely love those guys. I've seen them, I think, 5 times.
Oh, wow.
They're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. A Word Alive, I heard a couple of their songs previously, but not like a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've only heard a little bit.
Yeah.
But they were brilliant. Like, they were so good. And I got a couple of photos of Telly pointing at me in the crowd there, which were amazing.
Yeah.
Then Escape the Fate. They were just brilliant. Like, I had never seen them live before. This was my first time, and they were incredible. Apart from my own stupid mistake of only having a very small amount to eat and drink during the day beforehand, and I reckon it was probably like 6 songs in, I started to feel a bit unwell. So even though the venue wasn't packed, it was still a hot box. It's the Gov. The Gov is always a hot box.
Always hot in there.
It is. Unless you're standing in our spot right under the air conditioner vent, then we're fine.
Yes.
But I just felt like really lightheaded and like I was going to pass out. So I said to Razzie, as everyone calls her, I was like, I'm tapping out, like I'm bouncing. And she's like, okay. So I'll still be here, but just at the back.
Yeah.
So I went and got a Coke and a water, and I sat outside. Well, I sat outside out the back and watched, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
There were a couple of songs. I was sitting there. I think I messaged you saying that I had to go towards the back because I wasn't feeling it. And then all of a sudden, like, people just start running inside, and I'm like,
what?
What are they doing? Like, not running, but, you know, quickly getting to try and get in the pit. I'm like, what are they doing? I can't remember what song it was now. It was one of their really popular songs. I can't remember. And then a friend of mine that I had also met up with there was like, oh, it's whatever song it was. I can't believe I've forgotten what song it was now. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, everyone loves that song. But no, like, it was a great night. I absolutely loved it. Ended up meeting Telly afterwards for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Shook his hand, said, you know, great night. Thanks for coming. And that was pretty much it. I didn't even ask for a photo. I just felt like crap, like absolute shit. So I didn't get a photo.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday night, I went to the I Prevail show in the city. And
so mad.
I know. I'm so
awesome.
I know. I'm so upset you couldn't come. That was all fine, well and good. I got there at 12:30 roughly. My friend Michelle was already there. She got there at 11, I think. So we ended up sitting there and chilling out and chatting up until doors, and I think doors were at 6:30.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good. A couple of other girls were there as well. And then heaps of other friends ended up turning up, whatever. So we went in and Michelle and I went straight to barricade. We pretty much weren't front and centre, but were just to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
And then everyone else ended up coming up to us, like our friends. And then Invent Animate, I hadn't listened to them before. I think, if anything, I might have heard a little bit of one song.
Okay.
But they were amazing. Like, I can't even think off the top of my head what kind of band they're similar to. But you would like them. Like, they're heavy without being heavy. They're like kind of like Sienna Skies.
Oh, okay.
I know we spoke about them last week. But they're very similar to Sienna Skies. They're heavy, but you can also sing along, and energy. And the lead singer, I don't know his name, I'm sorry, looked, oh my God, he looked fucking good. He looked good. They all wore similar colours, but what he wore was incredible.
Yeah.
He had like white shoes, and then he had like these bony toned pants, like business suit pants. And then he had, I don't know if it was lace or if it was just a fabric kind of print that looked lace, but it was shiny and it was like a bodysuit.
Oh.
So it was very snug and tight. And then he had this white puffy-ish jacket, like fluffy, puffy jacket.
Nice.
He looked amazing. Then he ended up taking the jacket off. All the guys in the band, from what I could see, because I couldn't quite see up the other end of the stage, all wore similar colours, white top, like the bony tone kind of pants.
Yeah.
They were brilliant. I really, really enjoyed them. And I think that after that show, everyone from that show walked out. Not everyone, but a lot of people walked out being new fans of Invent. They were really good. If they ever come back, which I'm hoping they do, I will definitely be going.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome.
And then next up was Imminence, and
jealous.
I know. I absolutely love those guys. I have for a while. I've seen them last year. It was like 9 months ago when they were here on their headlining tour.
Yeah.
And I had VIP for that, and I met them, and they were brilliant, like incredibly sweet, but performance-wise, like mind-blowing.
They would be amazing to see live.
They are so good, and just the energy that they bring, even though they're not bouncing around on stage like a headless chicken, they're still moving around. Like, you'll see Harold go from one end to the other, and Eddie will go over the whole stage. Like, they just move around.
Yeah.
And I was with a friend of mine, Emma. She was next to me, and I said, have you, like, heard of these guys? And she's like, only a little bit. And I'm like, wait until this one song, and I'll let you know. And she's like, okay. And then it was God-Fearing Man.
And you're going to say that one. That's my favourite. I love it so much.
Yeah. And then it went dark, like they were playing, and then it went pitch black. Yeah. And I nudged her because I knew what was coming. And then it was still quite dark, but you could slightly see people on stage.
Yeah.
And then I like nudged her, and I'm like, look. And that's when Harold walks out with the bow, like violin bow. And then he stands there and he plays the guitar with the violin bow.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone knows this, but obviously, because when you're listening to it on YouTube, Spotify, however you listen to your music, vinyl, CD, whatever, it's hard to know, but the sound that you hear in the song isn't all coming from Harold with the guitar and the bow. It's actually Eddie. I really need a sneeze. Um, it's actually Eddie with the violin, like with the, I don't know how you would word it, but there's a certain sound that you hear. That's actually Eddie on the violin.
Yeah.
If you took that out, you can hear the guitar with the bow. It's very deep. It's very
It's a unique sound.
it is a very unique sound. Like, it's very, I don't want to say draining, but very drawn.
Yeah.
It's an incredible sound. And so I, for one, thought that that sound was coming from Harold. But until I seen them last year, I went,
Wait a
it's
minute.
actually Eddie. And then I tried to not cancel that sound out, because you can't, but I tried to really listen to what was coming from the guitar with Harold.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. And it's just incredible how they just blend together, like the guitar and the violin in that moment. It's exceptional.
Yeah. No, it's incredible.
It was amazing. And then they ended up finishing off their set with The Black, which was amazing. One of my favourite songs.
Yes.
And at the very end, Eddie gets his violin and screams into it, because it's got a little pickup in the violin, and he screams into it. And it's very mythical and like just, I love it. Absolutely love it. Love those guys. Can't wait for them to come back, because I will be getting VIP again, and just
and I'll definitely be there, because God, I want to see them so bad.
I will drag you. I will drag you. And then I prevail. So when Michelle and the two other ladies and I were waiting outside, like during the day, we were talking about what it would be like now without Brian being the vocalist. And even though we get what happened, we obviously have nothing against the band or against Brian, because we were still there to see I Prevail.
Absolutely.
And as much as people might hate this, but I Prevail wasn't just Brian. I Prevail is a band, you know, it's not one person.
Yeah.
So we had the discussion of what we thought was going to happen and how they were going to sound and what the vibe was going to be like. The show didn't sell out, but Adelaide still turned the fuck up.
Of course.
I don't know how full the theatre was. It was at the entertainment centre. I don't know how full the theatre was, but from the videos that I've got from mosh pits when I turned my camera, it looked pretty, not chockers, but I want to say probably half to three quarters full, and that was correct.
Yeah.
I'd probably say more three quarters than half. There were a fair few people in there.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. When we were standing there, our friend Josh, we love you, Josh. He was like, oh, check that out. I'm like, what? And he goes, they've got pyro. I'm like, yes. I was so excited. I'm like, hang on, we're on barricade. We're going to get stinking hot. And we were right in front.
Gross.
Right in front of one. And, and then they started, and then the pyro was going off, you know, throughout the whole night. Everything was fine. Everything was great. Their guitarist, Dylan, ended up stepping into doing clean vocals.
Okay.
And he actually surprised me. He was really, really good. Obviously not Brian, like, because no one really sounds like Brian. No one sounds like anyone. They've all got their unique thing. But, like, Eric, the champion Eric was great. But Dylan really stepped up, and they even had banter on stage.
Yeah.
So they'd, like, poke around and play around. And then there was one part where Eric was like, you know, thanks for coming out, like, you know, coming on to see us. We're best friends now, like, to the crowd. And he goes, and you know what best friends do? Best friends finish each other's. And then Dylan jumped in and said some random word. And Eric's like, what the fuck? I can't remember what it was he said. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he ended up saying a couple of he's like, no, best friends finish each other's. And then Dylan jumped in with some other really random word that was kind of like, it was like dog or something. And we're like, what the
What the hell?
it was so funny. Then he's like, no, what is wrong with you? And then Eric was like, oh, the crowd will get it or something. And then he's like, I can't remember what he said, but he was like, violent, and we all screamed nature.
Yeah.
That was the song that they were singing.
Yeah.
Violent.
I love that one.
And then Eric's like, I'm going to introduce you to the whole band. And he's like, this is so-and-so that plays this. This is so-and-so that plays that. That's so-and-so. And he goes, and I'm Eric. And he left out Dylan. And Dylan's standing there playing going, what the fuck? You forgot me.
I'm right here, buddy.
Yeah. And then at the end of the song, or it might have been a song or two later, he was like, Eric, man, what's up? I'm your best friend. I was the best man in your wedding and you didn't even introduce me. And he's like, didn't I? Just the banter that they had on stage. You know that it's scripted, you know that. But it was still really fun. It wasn't just all serious and, they still had a lot of fun. I was actually very surprised that they did have mosh pits. We not once were pushed into the barricade.
Oh, damn.
Not once.
Wow.
And from where we were, we only had one crowd surfer. She was more to my right, a chick, and she come over at the very end of the whole night.
Yeah.
So no crowd surfers from where we were. They might have been up the other end. I don't know. And mosh pits, wall of deaths, everything, great, but we not once got pushed into.
Oh, that's cool.
It was kind of nice, but at the same time, I was kind of
what's going on?
Because, and not just that, but I was like, well, I want to get pushed into the rail.
Yeah.
I love it. I enjoy it.
Oh, no, that sounds like heaps of fun, though.
I so wish you were there.
I really wish I was too.
You were there. It was such a great night. I really, really enjoyed it. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow night, I'm going to see Alt in the city, Adelaide band Alt, at Lions Up.
I love Alt. They're so good.
They're so good, but I don't know if you know, but the singer Dan is leaving. So tomorrow night is his last shebang with them here.
Damn. Oh, now I'm mad.
I know. I didn't know until Brad, our mutual friend Brad, told me. He's like, oh, did you know that Dan's leaving? I'm like, what?
Excuse
He's
me?
like, yeah. Like, no.
Yeah. Oh, man. That sucks.
Yeah. But that's fine, whatever. It is what it is. Bands, move on. People leave for whatever reason. And that's fine. We can't, really complain. As far as I know, the band is still staying together. They'll probably get someone else.
Yeah.
It's Dan's last night, which is pretty sad, but I'm glad I get to be there for it because I love them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were my two shows this week, so it was really cool.
And they sounded like they were just epic, both of them on different scales. And oh man, I would love to have seen Escape the Fate and Eminence.
Craig from Escape the Fate did say they will be back, which
fabulous.
Hopefully will be sooner than what this one was. I think this one I think it was 10 years or something since they've been here.
Oh, yo.
I can't remember, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So they come back soon. And I'll get VIP. I didn't know they had VIP. But next time I'll get it.
Well, with the Gov,
Um,
it's difficult too because sometimes the Gov doesn't announce the VIP on their ticket page. You have to find
no,
it through other
it's
venues.
well, it's usually through if they don't announce it through where you get your tickets from, which I think is usually Oztix for
Yeah.
the Gov. If they don't have it on there, it's usually through the band's website.
Ah,
So that's how I did Imminence last year was through their website. Catch Your Breath this year was through their website. I've done other VIPs there as well, but most recently that I can remember because my memory is pretty bad. Those two off the top of my head were through the band sites.
yeah.
So it's yeah. But moving forward, so our episode this week, we're really sorry it's taken so long to get out, but I wasn't well after Escape the Fate. I think I was really severely dehydrated because I hadn't had anything to eat and like nothing to drink. Well, I had, but very minimal. So I was kind of out for a couple of days, and
Yeah.
we normally record on Fridays and then I'll spend the whole weekend editing and then I will publish on Monday. Well, that was the plan. But I was so unwell last week and you were also away on holiday.
Yeah, I was down at Barmer for a few days while my husband played golf, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I like Barbara, I really do. Lake Bonnie is just beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I do like her up there. So I'm kind of jealous, but at the same time, I was in bed feeling like absolute crap for
Yeah.
about 2 days. Friday and Saturday, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
And I hated it. And then we tried to record
Yesterday.
Monday.
Oh, yeah, Monday we were going to record, but I had some family issues to deal with.
That's right, yes.
So that was just not
Yeah.
happening.
No, and then I couldn't Tuesday because I was at the entertainment centre in line from 12:30. So that would have been actually pretty cool to do our session while I'm waiting at the entertainment centre for a show. That would have been pretty
fun.
cool. We'll have to think of that in the future.
Yeah.
And then we tried to record yesterday.
Oh my God, was that a nightmare? What a joke.
So the program that we use to record the podcasts wasn't working. It was working on my iPad, but it was not working on our phones. So I sent Mandy the invite to jump in and it wouldn't load.
At all.
We had a full house here yesterday with my brother's dogs. My parents were home, all the dogs together. It was too loud for me to do it where I normally do it. So I sat in my car and we were trying for, I want to say, 4 hours.
Yeah, it would have been about 4 hours because we started at something like 11 and then was nearly 3 o'clock by the time we'd given up.
We even got to the point where I was looking because we were on video call through Facebook with each other. I was looking into other programs that we could use just to get the episode done because we were running a few days behind. And I'm like, yep, this one will work. And then we'd jump on, oh, we can't screen record. Oh, this one will work. Oh, we can't use this one because that won't screen record. Or this one's running. I'm like, oh, I just want to get this done. So then we jumped off. And then last night, I was looking into why our normal program that we use wasn't working. And it was like, delete things off of your phone. Like your phone storage might be too much. So I did, and then it worked.
Yeah. And you sent me the screenshot, and then I was like, oh, maybe that's my issue. And I worked out my phone was 98% full. And I was like, oh, damn. And
now here we are today, the next day, and we're recording.
Hooray!
So we need to make sure that next time that our phones aren't full.
I had too many concert videos. I think I deleted something like 60 gig of concert photos and videos off of my phone.
See, every time I go to a show, I take a lot of photos and videos. I always upload them. I have a certain folder in OneDrive, and I pay a subscription for OneDrive every month.
Yes.
and I think I have a terabyte or something, and just my gigs folder is like 220 gig worth of
Yeah.
photos and videos. So you need to put them onto like some kind of a cloud or something.
Yeah. I think
Not
I might
losing
start
them.
using my OneDrive again.
Yeah, do it. I think the free one you get like 5 gig or something.
Oh yeah, nah. I need a terabyte, man.
I pay $16 a month.
Yeah.
$15.99 or $16.99, one of them a month, and I get a terabyte, which isn't bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
good.
I don't want to lose my photos,
Yeah, that's it.
you know. Um, yeah. But anyway, moving forward, because I realise we've already been chatting for nearly half an hour and we haven't even started,
Typical
really.
us.
And we were like, oh, we'll get it done in like, what did we say, 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah, no, that's not us. We don't operate like that.
If you start chatting to us in line, expect to be with us for a fair while because we won't
Yeah.
shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
especially me.
We
I'm the
apologise
talker.
in advance.
All right, so we've got a few things. Like last week, we were talking about our favourites and least favourites of different things, whether it was a concert, band, VIP, festivals, all that kind of stuff. So this week, similar, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
So our first one that we've got here is funny crowd interactions.
All right, I've got the best one because it's the most unique thing I have ever seen. So
Yeah.
I'm at Froth and Fury this year.
Mhm.
I ditched the headliner band to go watch Abbott for a while. And then I've come back to see Polaris, and all of a sudden they've got this circle pit going, going, going. And in the middle of the circle pit is this dude pulling around a recycling wheelie bin with him. And
Yeah.
it's the most absurd thing I have seen in the pit, apart from inflatable dinosaur costumes.
Yeah. Or people dressed up as bloody, oh, who was it that we seen? Was it The Simpsons? No.
I know we've
Banana, no,
seen,
not
yeah,
banana.
bananas in
Banana,
pajamas.
yeah, bananas in pajamas, that was it. Yeah.
And I think at Parkway Drive, I Prevail a couple years back, I'm pretty sure I saw like anime characters and a SpongeBob because I
Oh,
was in the
really?
seated area, so I could see straight down into
You
the
could see straight down. That's right, because I was in GA, but you were sitting here and I was kind of like standing
yeah
under you in GA. So
yeah.
you could see right over everything.
It was insane watching
Um,
SpongeBob in a circle pit.
that would have been so cool. I remember that with Polaris at Froth. It was so funny. Cherie and I, our friend, we were down close-ish to the stage, but not barrier, but we were close. And we seen him wheel the bin in, and we seen him in the pit. We were only like meters, like 4 or 5 meters from the pit. It was brilliant. And then to get the bin out, they ended up crowd surfing or bin surfing the bin out to get it out.
That is the greatest thing ever.
It was so funny. Like, I've never seen anything like that, that's for sure.
Yeah. Definitely a one of a kind type thing.
100%. I think the funniest thing, apart from that, that's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. It got everyone laughing and talking, and it was great. But the most unique, funny thing I've seen was at Electric Callboy in 2024, 23, 24, 23. It was at the music hall in Hindley, and we were on the floor, nowhere near barricade. We were right towards the back on the floor. So if anyone hasn't been to music hall, there's like a floor and then there's steps, and you can stand on the steps different. I think there's like 3 or 4
Yeah, I think so.
levels of stairs. We were on the floor near-ish to the first step. And I hear these people like cheering and going on, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And this dude was there with his phone up in the crowd, playing Pokemon Go.
Oh my God, yes.
And he
Legend.
flicked his Pokeball and caught the Pokemon. Like, while it shakes and does its thing, everyone's like, oh, and then when it come up that he caught it, we're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
cool. And then this other dude thought it would be funny to go on Tinder and do the same thing. So he had his phone up
Oh no.
and he's swiping left, swiping right. But everyone was booing instead of cheering and like, no, yes, no, yes. Everyone's like, boo. I think a couple of times they're like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's gold.
That was probably the funniest thing I've seen at a show. Apart from at Froth this year, that dude that dressed up in the dinosaur suit for the whole day and night, it was not a cool day. It was a
stinking hot.
It was very, well, for us, it was friggin' boiling. But for the normal person, it was fairly warm. Like, everyone was pretty much in shorts, skirts, shirts, singlets, probably even topless. I don't know.
There was a few questionable outfit choices.
There was very few questionable outfit choices. I went, good on you for wearing that. I wish I had that confidence, but no, not me, thank you. That was probably my most memorable, funny moment was at Electrical Boy, I reckon.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything. Not funny stuff anyway. So this next one you actually said would be a really good one to ask. And I actually agree now too. Music that changed your perspective on life.
Yes. I actually sat with this one for a while. Yeah. So I'm probably going to butcher the name. My brother told me how to pronounce it this morning, but I've already forgotten. So just bear with me. I've recently discovered a band called the Woods of Ypres, Woods of Ipes. I'm not entirely sure. They're from Canada.
Okay, I haven't heard of them.
Were from Canada. The singer sadly passed away.
Oh.
I guess you'd put them in the genre of doom.
Yep.
It's like sludgy and slow, and for me, when I discovered this band, it gave me the ability to like listen to their music and not feel like the weight of grief and finality was crushing down on me. It gave me that moment to sit with it and accept the fact that, you know, life isn't forever. It is very finite. It is temporary. And that has really changed my whole perspective on life. And like, if you checked my Spotify, you'd find it's my most played band this year.
Yeah.
Like, I have listened to it so much. Like, they have one song called Finality that I heard the first time and absolutely bawled my eyes out. Like, I cried and cried and cried. I still cry listening to it because it's mourning, it's grief, it's sadness, but it's also like it's soul crushing, but giving you that freedom to be like, again, life is temporary, like just gotta do it sort of thing. And it's kind of sat with me for a good couple of months now, and it's definitely changed my perspective on death and finality, which is something I've struggled with.
You have to send me two or three of their songs. One that you absolutely love that you can't get enough of, and then two different ones. Like just obviously it's gonna sound like them, but just two that I normally wouldn't listen to.
Yeah.
And I wanna give them a go.
Yeah. So like it was a kind of hard question for me because I was also like, oh, maybe I could do Draconian, another doom battle I've recently discovered that I'm utterly obsessed with, because I was like, you know, that it's grief, but it's also grief given hope.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain draconian. So I sat with that question for a little bit after we stopped chatting yesterday. And I was like, nah, I'm going to do Woods of Ypres because I think that's the one that's definitely given me the contemplation of life. And yeah, I'm obsessed. Love them.
I've always been okay with death. Like, we were talking about this yesterday, and I don't have a band as per se, or like a song or anything that changed my perspective on life. I've always been, you're born, you die,
Yeah.
you live in between. When your time's up, your time's up. Whether, I don't care how I die, as long as I'm like, it's quick. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I'm going to die. So are you. Like,
Absolutely.
everyone's going to die, you know?
Yeah.
But the one band that I can say changed my perspective on life is, we were talking about this yesterday. So growing up, I was always like a teeny bopper, like Hanson, Spice Girls, Tina Arena,
I cannot
Michael
picture that.
Jackson. I know, right? Michael Jackson. Being that my parents are older, like, you know, I grew up with older music like John Farnham, ABBA.
The
I
classic.
can't think, like, yeah. So the Beatles, Queen, you know.
Yeah.
Um, the band that changed that perspective of my life, that changed me into being who I am today, got me into heavy metal, that I, you know, went from being a bright, like wearing bright, colourful clothing, you know, flowers in my hair, twirling around, you know.
No.
Yeah.
That's so
Um,
strange.
I know. So growing up, emo wasn't really a thing when I was younger. It was either you were a normal, you know, or you were gothic.
Yeah.
So I ended up going from a normal into a goth. Back in, I want to say 98, and I'm pretty sure we spoke about these guys on our last session too, was Korn. They were the
Yeah.
first heavy metal band that I had actually listened to. I'd obviously heard metal growing up, you know, it's on the radio, you know, back then, like Metallica was classed as heavy metal. But Korn was the first band that I listened to that I went, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
And then it went to Slipknot, and then it went to Tool, and then it went to other bands. So, you know, I went from being that prissy little girl singing Backstreet's Back from the Backstreet Boys, Tina Arena,
Oh my
Bop from
gosh.
Hanson, you know, to, I guess, not an angry, I was angry, but I had other reasons to be angry, into a gothic and into who I am today.
Yeah.
So it's changed that perspective of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
And
a big thing.
it is. I was 13
Yeah.
when I heard Queen.
Wow.
So I've been gothic longer in my whole life than what I was a pop princess. Whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I love that. That's the image of you listening to Hanson just does not compute in my mind.
I still listen. I will
No.
rephrase that. I have listened to Hanson a lot of times, more so recently than anything,
Oh,
only because they made a little bit of a comeback for a little bit. They
that's
went from
true.
another two, and I was like, oh my God, Hanson. So I listened to them. And the Cause. I used to love the Cause with the violins. They were a family, like siblings. They
Okay.
were amazing. Absolutely amazing. I used to, when we went on family holidays, I'd sit in the back of the car with my head up against the pillar listening to the Cause through my little
Nice.
Walkman cassette thing I had, whatever, my earphones. I'll just listen to the Cause. It was great.
That's cool.
Um, Now I just seen the battery on my phone and it's getting lower and lower, and none of my chargers are working.
Joy.
The next one, most overrated band. Now we both agree with this, and we will probably get so many people disagreeing, hating, whatever. I don't give a shit, but I also know there's a lot of people that agree with us.
Yeah. Yeah. And anyone who knows me is going to be like, no surprise when I am about to say Metallica. Just, I have tried and tried and tried and tried to get into Metallica. Like, one of my brothers absolutely loves them. Growing up, he used to run around the house playing Enter Sandman on the guitar. It drove me absolutely insane. It was that, Master of Puppets, and Seek and Destroy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I can't stand them.
Like, I will admit I have one song in my playlist, but it's in my depression playlist. And it's the Unforgiven 2.
Yeah.
Like, that's
See,
the only song I can tolerate.
I like their older stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about this yesterday. The last album that I personally thought was, I don't want to say it was at their peak. Like I was saying yesterday, they had albums where they were at their peak. And then Saint Anger was their last album that I personally liked. It wasn't their peak, but after that, like they started going downhill with Saint Anger. But then after that, they just
Yeah.
don't like them.
Yeah.
Do not like them. Older stuff, great. I will admit that their song called Mama Said, oh my God, I fucking love that song. The acoustic, it's just,
Yeah.
I love that song. But yeah, I don't like Metallica. And funny story, when I go to shows, when I used to go to a show with my ex, we would always look out for people wearing Metallica shirts.
I
And
literally do that.
we would laugh. We wouldn't laugh at them, but we'd be like, there's a Metallica shirt. There's a Metallica shirt, you know, because he hated Metallica just as much as me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, and we actually went to see King 810 together not long ago. And same thing, there's a Metallica shirt. There's a Metallica shirt.
I hate people. I just, it's so annoying. Like, I swear, when I go to see Megadeth and Iron Maiden this year, I see one person wearing a Metallica shirt, I will probably cry and be like,
there'll be heaps.
dude,
Because
people will be getting lectures.
Because it's Dave, there will be heaps of Metallica shirts. I can tell you that right now.
I'm going to be so mad. Like, I will lecture, I will cry, and I'll probably start a fight. Like, let's be honest.
You need to record it and send it to me.
Like, no, we don't do that to Dave, man.
No, not Dave. Not our sweet poor Dave.
We love Dave.
We do. Most underrated band.
Okay, so this one I could have sat with for a while as well, just because my taste is so varied. But
Yeah.
I discovered a band about a year ago, I reckon, called Cellar Darling.
Okay.
It's a female fronted, I don't know how to describe it. It's like folk occult type music, and the singer plays the hurdy-gurdy, which I've only just learnt about is the coolest instrument ever. And when she's the singer's voice, I can't think of what her name is right now, and it's doing my head in. Her voice is so hauntingly ethereal. Like, it's not operatic like Tarja. It's not like Evanescence or Hailstorm. She has a very unique voice, and I am absolutely just obsessed with how it sounds. She could do really low. She could do really high. She's got that I can't think of the word. she just nails it. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
Gives me goosebumps every time. I think Cellar Darling is one of the most underrated bands I've come across, and I'm kind of mad I've only just discovered them.
Yeah, I think that's the worst part is when you find a band and you just fall in love with them straight away. And you're
Yeah.
like, why haven't I heard of these guys before? Obviously because they're underrated.
Yeah.
But it makes you sad. You're like, why haven't I heard of them before? Like, I wanted to hear them 5 years ago so I could enjoy their music more, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I hate it. I hate it.
Oh,
Um,
so annoying.
we were talking about this yesterday, and most underrated band, I can't just say one because there's so many.
That's
Like,
true.
there's so many bands. Um, I can't see because I'm not wearing my glasses. Um, but there's a couple of bands that I want to mention. Catch Your Breath. They're starting to get really big, like
Yeah,
not arena big. They will get to arena big. But they very recently did their first Australian tour. Brilliant guys. Like, they're all sweet, but their music is just incredible.
yeah.
I think they're very underrated. I think they could be bigger than what they are. However, they've been around for a very, very long time.
Yeah, that's interesting
Very
because I
long
think
time.
I've only known about them for a couple of years.
Since there's some dial tone,
Yeah.
that's when they really took off. But no, they've actually been around for a very long time,
Yeah, wow.
which is really cool. And the other band is, I personally think, Lacuna Coil. Even though they are big, I think they're very underrated
Yeah.
for the amount of time they've been around, because they're not just a 5-year band. They've been around for
Gosh, for ages.
many years.
I mean, I was like 13
Um,
when I first heard them.
yeah. I think they are very underrated. I know that, they're getting older, as everyone is. But I think that they could be bigger than what they are. And
Oh,
I think that they
definitely.
deserve to be bigger than what they are. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I love a lot of female fronted bands, but Lacuna Coil kind of, I don't want to say they were the first female fronted band that I ever heard of. That was Evanescence. But Lacuna Coil were what I want to say top tier
Yeah.
female fronted for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first time I seen Evanescence was in 2004, and they played an arena straight off the bat,
Yeah.
and they were massive. And even to this day, they're bigger now than what they've ever been.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe that Lacuna Coil could be bigger than what they are.
Definitely. Like, I recommend them to everyone. I love
Yeah,
Lacuna Coil. I love all eras of Lacuna
100%.
Coil.
Yeah, 100%. They're just absolutely brilliant. The next one, bands that everyone loves but you don't.
Again,
Metallica.
yeah, circle back to Metallica. I mean,
Metallica.
it's just, I can't understand. I mean, maybe in the 80s when thrash was really big, like
hundred percent.
you had like Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, Overkill, Testament. You had that sort of stuff. So I could see it
Yeah,
being big back then because thrash would have been so niche. But like now, it's kind of just they've even lost. Like, in my opinion, I feel like they've lost the whole thrash and have they for me they've kind of gone commercialized. Lost
yeah,
what gave them that edge in the beginning.
they have. And unfortunately, I'm not saying this is all record companies or all bands, but I don't want to say most of the time, but a majority of the time, as soon as a band is signed with a record label, they go, they become radio
Yeah.
bands, and which is fine as long as it's doing the band good. That's
Yeah.
fine. I will still stick by them. But I find that they go too commercial. They go too, I don't know. I don't, yeah. Metallica just, and it could just be that my taste became different and Metallica just didn't fit into that taste anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
who's to
I have
say?
respect for what they do, like,
Oh,
of
absolutely.
course, but
Absolutely.
you know, I just don't understand the whole hype of, oh my gosh, Metallica! Eee!
I know.
That's my
I
head
know.
in.
Like, I didn't even go to the show when they played last year, and I wanted to go because of Evanescence, but I
Yeah,
didn't want to spend that amount of money on one ticket for Evanescence,
yeah,
knowing that Metallica was headlining.
yeah,
I'm like, no, I'll just wait for Evanescence, and now they're coming, and I'm going.
yeah,
Like, it's, and you don't know, in 10 years' time, hell, maybe in 2 years' time, there might be bands that I listen to now that I don't like in 2 years,
yeah,
10 years, 15 years, whatever, you know?
yeah.
Um, it's just, yeah. Now the next one I've got here is concert etiquette.
Ah, yes.
So phones at gigs, crowd surfing, and other people around you singing really loudly.
Look, my outlook on that is just don't be an absolute tosser. Like, you can have your phone out, you could be crowd surfing, being a tool in the mosh, but just don't be an absolute wanker about it. Like,
Respect
have
everyone around you.
respect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. I'm the same. Like, have fun. I'm all for people having fun. I don't give a shit. The ones that I don't like, so if I'm on barricade, I like to take a lot of photos and videos when I'm at shows. I still enjoy myself. I still headbang. I still
yeah,
jump in the pit, not anymore because I can't, but I still have fun. But I will also stand there and take photos and videos.
yeah, same here.
Um, I think of the people around me,
Yep.
behind me, in front of me. If I'm on barricade, one thing that really pisses me off, when you're on barricade and you put your fucking arm up really high to take a photo, you've got no one in front of you. Why are you
Yeah,
fucking putting
exactly.
your arm up?
You can see the whole
Like,
damn stage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even if I'm not on, like, if I am on barricade, I will have my phone, highest will be eye level. So,
Yeah.
like, up here would be the highest I have my phone. People
Yeah.
can see around me, see over me, whatever. If I'm one step back, like one person behind barricade, I might try and go to the side in between the
Yeah.
two people in barricade to get a photo. Every now and then, if I can't, I might go a little bit higher and get the photo or the video, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I hate it when you're standing there and then people just have their phone out the whole time up really high. You're standing behind them. I don't class myself as being a short ass, but I'm also not overly tall. I'm
Yeah.
like 5'7".
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit taller than average, I think. But if someone tall, like say a 5'10" or taller person is standing in front of me, I can't see much anyway.
Yeah.
They put their phone up. I'm like, cool, at least I can see something. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't want to be watching the concert through a phone.
Yeah.
So,
See, that's a big thing for me is like tall people right at the front. I mean, yeah, go ahead. I mean, my husband is what, 6'7". I make
yeah,
him
he's
stand at the side or at the back of the venue because my biggest rule is people want to see the stage, not the back of your shoulders, mate.
yeah.
Like,
I know he's been up close for patient 67 a
yeah,
couple times, but at the most recent show they played, the venue wasn't full.
yeah,
They weren't headlining, you know.
yeah,
So that's fine. I don't care, but let the little people, like, even if I've got
yeah.
a chick that's shorter than me, that I know that I will see over, unless I'm on barricade. If I'm on barricade, I'm sorry, I don't care how tall or short you are, you're not
I'm not
getting the
moving.
spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Call me all you like. Call me a bitch. I don't care.
Have fun.
Yeah. But, yeah, there's just things that you do and don't do. And the
Yeah,
same with
exactly.
crowd surfers. I'm all for crowd surfers. I don't care. I will help you. But just don't go kicking your legs.
Yeah.
I've been hit in the face a few times by people kicking their legs.
Yeah.
You know, I know when you're on barricade, you might have a chance of getting your head pushed down or getting kicked because that's when they're coming down. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're getting crowd surfed, don't go kicking your legs. If you
Exactly.
fall, keep your legs up. Like,
Yeah.
we will pick you up. And people singing loudly, go
Like,
for gold.
yeah, go nuts. Have a great time. Scream your lungs out. We all do.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's why
remember
you're there.
a couple of years ago, the home team were here and I was
Yeah.
on barricade but off to the side a bit, and there was a young girl standing next to me and she was screaming the home team at the top of her lungs the whole time.
Yes.
I didn't care. I was like, you're having fun. But at the same time, I couldn't really hear them very well because all I could hear was her.
Yeah.
So I'm all for having fun, yelling, screaming, singing along, but don't be screaming at the top of your lungs the whole time because I
Yeah.
can't hear them.
Yeah.
My
No.
hearing's bad as it is. I can't hear them.
Yeah.
The other night at I Prevail, there was this one dude. He was annoying the shit out of us. Myself and friends around me, I think even the dude next to me, who I didn't know, he was a stranger, I think we were all getting annoyed.
Yeah.
And I know other people were too. There was this man who was standing like 3 or 4 rows back, front, like near the front and centre. And when Imminence were playing, he was just like, whoop, whoop, really loudly. And
Yeah.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
you're not singing along. Josh behind me was fucking having the time of his life, you know.
Yeah.
He was singing along to all the songs and I loved it, you know. But this guy would just whoop, whoop, and he'd be like, yeah, boy, really fucking loudly. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
shut the fuck up.
that wouldn't be so bad, like, between the songs, but if you're doing it during the songs, then it's just
He was
super fucking
doing it,
annoying.
he was doing it during the songs
Ugh.
and between the songs.
See, like, between the songs I can handle, but yeah,
Yeah,
during it's just super annoying.
no, it was
Uncalled for.
during and between. It was so annoying. And my phone battery is getting lower and lower, so we might have to move on. Music collection memories. First cassette, first CD, first vinyl ever purchased.
Okay, so cassette was very hard for me because I was born after the cassette period of time. So I just
Yeah.
picked one I remember my dad having, which was Judas Priest's British Steel.
I love Judas Priest.
I
Okay, yeah,
love Judas Priest. So I remember
same. Yeah,
hearing that all the time as a kid. The
yeah,
first CD I ever bought was Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits because
yeah.
what's more unsettling than an 11-year-old buying Alice Cooper CDs? And my first vinyl, which I still have to this day, is still my favorite thing in the whole world, is King Diamond's album Abigail. I love it. It is my favorite album ever made. So it gets played.
That I did not expect you to say King Diamond.
I
Wow.
love King Diamond. Like,
I did not expect that.
yes, no, he is one of my. He's Kim Peterson's voice is just insane.
Yeah,
Like, I love the whole horror spooky aspect of it, and like it's not just random songs compiled into a list. It actually tells the story from start to beginning. And
yeah,
like
exactly.
if I have to pick a favorite track off of that album, I'm going to say the 7th of July, 1777. Because
Yeah.
that is just a killer track, and I think it was the first King Diamond song I knew off by heart by the age of like 7.
Your dad played it so much.
Yeah, yeah. I love King Diamond, and in my eyes, everything he does, even with Merciful Fate, is perfection.
My first cassette, I really tried to think of this from memory, was Tina Arena.
Yep.
I don't know how old I was. I want to say like 9, 10. My first CD, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but please remember I was very, very, very young. My cousins went to Singapore, I think, Bali. I can't remember, for their honeymoon. I gave them some money to buy me a CD.
Yeah.
They brought back, I can't remember the title of the CD, but it was Puff Daddy.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. It's just very, couldn't see you
Now
doing that.
knowing everything, I wish I didn't buy that CD or get that CD, but it is what it is. I didn't choose it. They just brought it for me.
Yeah.
And first vinyl I ever brought was Patient 67.
Ah.
King.
I feel like I should have expected that, but I kind of didn't.
Well, considering how many vinyls I now have
Yeah.
after, 3 years, which isn't a lot in comparison to others, but I've got, I want to say, like 70 vinyls.
Damn,
in
I've got
3
like
years.
17.
I got a big thing full of them.
Yeah.
And my battery is now on 14%.
Oh,
First band shirt.
I was 12 years old and it was Girls, 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 Motley Crue. I was obsessed with Motley Crue as a kid.
Mine, I was really thinking about this, and I can't remember if I had any growing up. I don't think I did. I can't remember. My first band shirt I ever brought was Slaughter to Prevail.
No.
And that was a while ago, like a fair while ago. Now, we were talking about this just before. Most expensive concert purchase.
Yes. So I would say mine was at I'm Not a Burden Festival last year. Is that when
Yeah.
Caraway played?
Yeah.
I think I spent like $200 on merch, just like random shirts and other bibs and bobs. Like,
It's
why
not hard
not?
to do. When you look at shirts, they range from anywhere, depending on the band, anywhere from $40 to $80 for one T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or a hoodie. Like my Neob one that I'm wearing now, my Neob Viscaris one, I think was 100.
Yeah.
I can't remember, or 90. I can't remember. But I'm the same as you. Like, the most money I've ever spent was at Froth and Fury 2024, and that was like $500
Yeah.
on band merch. And that
Yeah.
wasn't just one band, that was like several bands. But I brought like heaps of fucking band merch that night.
Yeah.
Heaps.
It's easy to do.
It is very easy to do. We'll do this one quickly. Dream Festival lineup.
Oh, that was a bit difficult for me. You seemed to bat that out super quick yesterday. That was insane. So, my dream festival lineup would be Iron Maiden, Rush, Crimson Glory, Saxon, Overkill, Draconian, Saturnus, Testament, Whitesnake, Manowar, and Hammerfall. I'm very into my 80s.
That would actually be fucking epic.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I like
Iron Maiden would be my headliner.
Yeah. Mine's more newer bands, like ones that I'm obsessed with at the moment. I could pretty much make my own Froth and Fury with the set list I've got, but it would cost a shitload more than Froth and Fury, and yeah. I don't really have a headliner because I don't really care. But I've got Korn, Evanescence, Lorna Shore, Ginger, Spirit Box, and then something completely out of fucking the metal thing, Youngblood.
Yes.
Sienna Skies, Patient 67, Haraway, Stepson, a band called Let Live. They are fucking incredible.
They're awesome.
Imminence, In Heart's Wake, Hidden Intent.
Yes, I love the boys from Hidden Intent.
I love those. Oh, they're fucking amazing. Of Mice and Men, Memphis Mayfire, Lacuna Coil, Kublai Khan.
Yes.
Fucking
Solid.
nut. Wind Waker, Red Hook, Fear Factory, Freedom of Fear,
Ooh.
Mudvayne, and then because I've got Mudvayne, I also have to do Hell Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I fucking Moth from Hell Yeah is my song. That's my
Yeah.
song. When I die, that has to be played at my funeral.
Oh, I need to add one more band to my lineup. Sepultura.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
100%.
100%. And then quickly, one band you wish that you could see live again.
Dead Kennedys. I absolutely loved them. Like, there was no better way to do my Hens Night than at a Dead Kennedys concert, and I had a freaking ball. Like, it was the best time ever.
That was so much fun.
It was
I fucking love it. Mine would be Let Live.
Yeah.
The way that Jason just bounces around on stage and he's doing pretty much a Johnny Knoxville, like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to hurt myself in any way that I possibly can.
Yeah.
It's great. Now my phone is on 5%, so we're going to have to end it. But before I do, I have one thing that I want to show you.
Uh-oh.
It's something for my costume for our Disney versus Emo.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, it's Flounder. Yes, son.
How cool is that?
Yes.
He's so cute. I'll be pinning him to my skirt.
Yes, I love it. Now we just need to get you a crab.
I'm not. Maybe not. But thanks anyway, everyone, for joining in on our second episode. Hopefully on Monday when we go to record again, it's going to fucking work.
Fingers crossed. We've got this time.
I know, right? We know what to do next time. We know what to do. But until then, please make sure that you support all of your local scenes. As I said last week, it's going to be a thing that I say every episode. Doesn't matter what scene that is, whether it's pop, punk, metal, rock, whatever your niche is. Please support them. Go to shows, buy merch, and we will see you at the next gig.
Absolutely. Have fun, guys.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.